everybody. Sorry about the delay. I was having trouble getting my audio set correctly, so it was a bit annoying. And I am just getting things set up here. Let's see. Just all right. Okay. This is my first time with full ads since this morning. I went into full monetization. Hey, Amakafan, nice to see you on here. Lady Ninja, good to see you here as well. And Gwendolyn, good to see you. Hey, Cookiemon Steve. And Marmar, you enjoying your gifted membership? Hello, Chris. All right. Let me go full screen here real quick. There we go. All right, so for the next move here, on the right, we have no exchanges or reversals. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 17, and sheds 1 and 2 are reversed. All right, so since I've turned on ads, I know they've been sticking ads in the stream without people being aware of it. I mean, without really letting people know that they were starting to do it. And apparently you can turn them off, but it takes a little bit of work. I think I've done that. If I haven't, please let me know in chat. And if anybody sees any inappropriate ads or ads they don't like, let me know and I will do my best to turn them off, because there are like a ton of different settings on what types of ads you can and can't do. Or not can, what types of ads you can select or turn off. And I didn't really have time to go over all of them, but I did turn off some obvious categories. And oops, looks like somebody's got a new comment here that didn't make it. Okay, I hope that wasn't too annoying. Hello, Mountain Princess 207. I think this is your first time I've seen you on the stream, so welcome, welcome. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I did have somebody ask if I could identify, like, put something in the thread so they'll know when it where it started. So I'm going to put that there just so people can see what our starting point is and where we're going. And I'm throwing the mouse on the floor again really early in the stream. Let's see. I didn't kick us out here. Okay. At least it sounds like it's not too annoying. I've had YouTube Premium for about a year now. And main reason I got it was to be able to support the creators I like. But not having ads shown on there, I realize I've got a lot of a different experience than a lot of people do. And I don't want to make it worse for them. So, since some people were asking about it, this was the thing let's see. Yeah, this show better. So this is what I was talking about. I'm going to epoxy magnets in here. I did order some that said they were 1.26 inches, and these holes are 1.28 inches. They're actually 1.16. So I'm going to return them, and I've got new ones ordered. But the way it'll work is this will like get screwed down on the top of the warping frame, and then all 12 threads will come up like through here and here. And so when they come up here, when I'm not using them, I'll put them here and set a magnet on top. I also have tried setting it for like a bar magnet, which I thought might work better, but it kind of slides around a lot. Sorry. A little bit easier than I was expecting. I mean, it doesn't come off very easy, so it might work. But it does get kind of the edge, which will make it easier to lift off. And if I have to use it before I can get the new ones in and epoxied, this should actually be held in place by the wood that it's under, at least partially. But we'll have to see how it goes. Let's be real careful here because I don't want to break one because I'm going to have to return them. There we go. And let's see, what else? Was there anything else I was going to discuss with you folks before I got started? I am going to see if I can do the stream redirect at the end. now that I have that available. But I am not sure if that's going to work, or, well, it'll probably work, but I'm not sure if anybody will be available. Everybody I looked at before I started the stream that I had available to me were not going to be starting their streams until well after mine was done. So I'll check again when we get close to the end. Also had all my past stuff except the shorts also are now eligible for ads, except for 2, which they said I couldn't get due to copyright claims. 1 and 17 on this side. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17, which kind of confused me because I don't use copyrighted stuff. I don't play music that's not available through StreamYard and whatnot. But it turns out that 1 and 2 are on the top, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Check something's good. Turns out that both of them were claimed as belonging to a 2018, it was either karate or judo championship. And 1 and 2 on the bottom. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Turns out that the time codes that they said were infringing were the StreamYard countdown sequence. So rather than try and deal with this isn't actually anything they have copyright over. It's built into StreamYard, which is licensed by my monthly fees. I just went ahead and deleted out the sections. One of them remonetized. The other one looks like it's taking a while to edit, and I'm assuming it'll remonetize once that's done. All right, so let's see. Well, bright and sunny is very nice. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Philip, nice to see you on. Hey, we got 11 people already. That's pretty good for a Thursday night. Okay, and we are ready for the next move. On to 46. On the right, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 5, and sheds 1 and 2 are reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 5, and sheds 2 and 3 are reversed. Yeah, that was really, really annoying about them claiming copyright. And admittedly, I'm not going to get a lot of ad revenue on the older streams. Might get a few cents here and there that might add up. But just philosophically, I had an issue with it being copyright claimed for that reason. But no worries on that. Okay, so 1, 3, and 5 on the right. Oh, very good news. The silk that I ordered came very quickly, or is coming very quickly. It is due to arrive tomorrow. And as soon as it says that it's here, I will definitely go into the P.O. box. So if I get finished tonight, I will still be able to do 3, 4. Start setting up for Jeff's braid, and maybe do this, start the setup stream on Sunday. Okay, and sheds 1 and 2 are reversed. So 1 and 2 on the top, and 3. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum looks good. Which means I do have to do a little bit of tweaking and get Jeff's braid done. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, checksum looks good for that. And confirm he's okay with that. I also have to grab an extra 16 Tama that I didn't have, or extra beyond what I have for here, because his braid is going to be 100 Tama braid. I needed the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I needed the extra pixels for his designs. He said I could do any length I want, so I think I'll do 4 iterations of the pattern His are going to be a little bit longer, so it's probably going to be about like 45 inches or 48, so about maybe 4 feet. Yeah. Okay, and sheds 2 and 3 reverse, so 1 on the bottom, and 2 and 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Check them is good. And let's see, 1 on the top, and 2 and 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Check some is good. Day job's picking up a little bit. They're offering an overtime shift next Friday. Oh, and since I just mentioned it earlier in the week, the eviction I have scheduled for Friday did pay in full, so I don't have to do that, which makes me very happy. All right, we're on to 47. We're going to exchange 1 and 7 on the right, and sheds 1 and 3 are reversed. And we're going to exchange 1, 3, 5, and 7 on the left, and sheds 3 and 4 are reversed. Let me catch up on chat here. Yes, I am supposed to get revenue if they do. The big stream that had 400 watch hours from one that pushed me over the edge, that was, I believe, Tuesday's stream that ran late. That one apparently would get me like $13. So, I mean, if you enjoy watching them, please enjoy it. But if you don't worry about it. Let's see. Let me catch up real quick here. Yeah, I agree with that. At least the automatic content system. Hey, Lady Draconis, nice to see you on here. Yep, as of the redirect for the chat from Wednesday or Tuesday night from Rob, wound up giving me about 400 watch hours, which was at least 100 plus hours over what I needed. So I am fully monetized as of this morning. So if you see annoying ads that look like they're inappropriate or overly intrusive, please let me know, and I will try and do what I can. It'll probably take me a few more streams to actually get it down, but I will do my best on that. Let's see. Yep. Okay. And I am sorry to hear that, Gwendolyn. All right. So I read off the moves, but I haven't done them yet. Okay. All right, so 1 and 7 on the right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see some of these. These are where the thread has ended and it's tied onto the leader knots. So we are getting very close to the end here. Sheds 1 and 3 are reversed, so 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, missing one here. All right, so 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and 4, 5, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Oh, okay. So the issue is not that there is anything wrong. It's that this one kind of split over 2 pins. So and that's the one that's going to get moved anyway. There we go. Now we can just lift it up, pass it through onto the other side. And 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And I didn't get the warping frame all set up. I did get the screws I'm going to use with it. I just need to drill in the appropriate spots and put it together. So I have a meeting Saturday, so I don't think I'm going to be able to stream Saturday, but I do expect to be able to stream Sunday. It'll either be kind of an early morning stream or a later afternoon stream. I do have an appointment in the early afternoon, but it shouldn't last more than a couple hours. All right, so 1, 3, 5, and 7 on the left. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And sheds 3 and 4 are reversed, so 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3 and 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1 and 2 on the top, and 3 and 4 on the bottom, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And we are ready for the next move. We are going on to 48. And on the right, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 5, and 9. Sheds 1 and 4 are reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 7, 9, and 11. And sheds 4 and 5 are reversed. And hello, Summer Butterfly. Welcome to the stream. Yep, that has really helped. The 2 times that I know he's done it, it's been about like 400 watch hours each time. I know he's quite a bit larger channel than mine, and doing that really, really helps. But since I'm fully monetized now, I'm hoping I'll be able to start growing a little bit better on my own. That's an interesting way of doing it, but hopefully you got a hold of somebody that has a sense of shame or something like that, because a lot of times I've heard where people have had to say stuff like that, and they get dinged for something that's all over the place, and you're the only one that gets dinged, and it's a pain in the rear. I know since you said it was Instagram, I know Facebook, if you get enough complaints, eventually you start getting put on vacation at various, for various amounts of times. And the more it happens to you, the more it will keep happening. So I am on the last iteration of the pattern. We are over the halfway point. I am on move 48. And move 90 will end the pattern. And I'll have to quickly... I don't have to do it quickly, but I'm going to try and do it quickly. I'll mark up for my maker's mark. That'll take, I think that's about 20 moves or 25 moves or something like that. And then once that's done, it'll be done. And then I just need to tie off the end and then cut the fringe to length. Yep, that is indeed correct. All right, so 1, 3, 5, and 9 on the right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And sheds 1 and 4 are reversed, so 1 on the top, and 2 and 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom. Let's see. Looks like this one is got a little bit of tensioning issue. There we go. Excuse me. 1 on the bottom, and 2 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. One of the things I'm going to try and keep doing is checking to see if I ever go to limited monetization or anything like that, since I hear a lot of creators say they get knocked there fairly easy. All right, so 1, 3, 7, 9, 11. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 'That one's making a break for it. See if I can do this without a muscle cramp. Yeah, I'm going to need to take a mineral supplement soon. Every so often I start getting more muscle cramps and have to work on that. Also, my throat's suddenly gone dry today, which is annoying. All right, so that's the thread there. And yeah, that's coming up through the right spot. I don't know why these are so hard to tie off. I mean, why are they coming loose? Last couple, well, I don't know. When I had the super glue, it wasn't doing as much, but then again, that makes it a lot stiffer. So, all right. Don't want to make it too far up. Did I? No, okay, I didn't. Secondly, I thought I'd missed a thread. That would have been annoying. I don't know if I need to start doing a dab of super glue on the knot or fray check or whatever so that it doesn't untie itself until I'm done. It's been getting annoying, but not overly so. All right, there we go. Nice and tight. Let's roll this one back up and put it back where it was. And I was looking at the Braids conference that's going to happen in Cleveland in 2025. I was thinking I would like going to that, but then I looked and saw that the attendance for the I think it's 5 or 6 day event is like $2,000, and it's like I'm not sure I can quite justify that yet. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and okay, 7 is what it's supposed to be. 8 and 9, 10, and 11. And sheds 4 and 5 reverse. So 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, and 4 and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3 on the top, and 4 and 5 on the bottom, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good. I'm hoping to get some time to spend in the shop this weekend. Probably going to be on Friday, most likely. And we are ready for the next move. On to 49. All right, we are going to exchange, on the right, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 7, and 11. And sheds 1, 5, and 6 are reversed. And we're going to exchange Tama's 1, 3, 9, and 11 on the left. And sheds 5 and 6 are reversed. I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you very much. It's kind of meditative for me, so it's not so much patience as relaxation, and I also tend not to get frustrated or angry very often. It does happen, frustration more than angry, but I am aware of Dragon Con. I would like to go, but the issue is that like the last floating between like the last week or two in July and the first week or two in August, I work an event called Penzic War. And I know Dragon Con is at the end of August, but it's really hard to try and get two events that big and that much of an investment in time and money done within that short of a time frame. I would like to go eventually. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to really work at being able to attend cons. I have a bit of an aversion to going. And this stems back from when I was trying to, like in 2007 or 2008, I had been invited as a kind of like an expert guest at Icon on Long Island. And I had a very unpleasant experience there, which made me not want to attend conventions at all. And I've been working at trying to overcome that. I can now, look forward to going to a convention where I'm likely to meet friends and other people I know without being too annoyed at it. But cons in general, I still have kind of this unpleasant, embarrassing memory thing that kind of loops in my head every time I think about it. So I try to avoid that. Yep. But one of the web comics I read, Devil's Panties, the main or the author of that, who was kind of like it's a semi-biographical comic. She talks a lot, or she draws about Dragon Con a lot. Plus, I do participate in the Dragon Con Awards when I can, and when I've read stuff that's gotten nominated, I will definitely vote on it. Okay, so all right, so I finished the moves and I'm ready for the next one. Okay, I've read them off, but I haven't done them yet. All right, so, or did I? Let me see. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, yep. I still need to do it. Oh, let me check and see if anybody's chatting over on Rumble. We got about 2 people watching there. Nobody's actually chatting. Looks like monetization is still on. I haven't screwed it up too much. Not swearing like a sailor, so that's always a plus. Let's see. Look at YouTube Studio a little bit here. In addition to StreamYard. All right. So anyway. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I apologize. All right. So 1, 3, 7, and 11 on the right. All right, so there's 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And sheds 1, 5, and 6 reverse. So 1 on the top. And this one is still looking a little weird on tensioning. All right, so okay. I am going to do a very small dab of super glue. Let's see. Just to make sure that the tension is even. All right, so let's spin this a little bit so it's twisted around, doesn't flop around too much. And all right, so you guys can see it. All right, let's see if I haven't catalyzed this too much, but the pipette end is, there we go, thin enough that I don't think there's enough air exchange. If a tube is thin and long, there's not enough actual movement of the air through like normal atmospheric pressure variations to where it will actually exchange molecules from one end to the other. So like for example with hard drives, they've got what they call a gooseneck air valve or whatever. It's a little thing about so big, and it's got a thin airline through it. It's flat. It's not very large, like maybe half a millimeter smaller air passageway, and it spirals around to where it's like 80 or 100 times as long as it is wide, and that way you could have air pressure equalization. If the air pressure increases on the outside, it'll balance on the inside, where there's no actual exchange of like air from the inside to the outside, or it might potentially cause dust or stuff to creep into the hard drive. And I can verify that because I've actually taken apart hard drives to decommission them, and I have seen those. So all right, so I did the exchanges but have not done the reversal. So 1, 5, and 6. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, 2, 3, 4 on the top, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 9, and 11. So 1, 2, and 3. I did extend invites to Rob and Dani. I don't know if either one is going to be able to make it. I expect Rob is not, but I want to be polite and at least let him know it's available if he does want to hop in for whatever reason. And he's got the time. Let's see. Can I get 2 of these stuck together? Yeah, there we go. All right, so... All right, so 1, 2, 3. All right, so those look right. All right, so 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there we go. 9, 10, and 11. And the color chart looks right. All right, and we are going to exchange, or we're going to reverse sheds 5 and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, and 5 and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Pass this on through. But yeah, I will 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, and 5 and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. I will have the warping frame set up by tomorrow evening at the latest. And once I get that done, I'm going to take some pictures of it. The silk cone should arrive tomorrow. And anytime after tomorrow night, I can start setup for the next braid. All right, let me catch up with chat real quick. Hello, MZ. Nice to see you on. Thank you very much for the cool. Definitely appreciate it. Hey, Harley Mouse. Nice to see you on. Doing pretty well. A little bit of allergies, but not too bad. Yeah, I knew he wasn't doing the recap tonight, so I really was not expecting him, but I'm just trying to make sure, since it sounded like he'd like to be on or have me on or something like that sometime in the not too distant future. He's shown the braid twice that I've seen so far, so that makes me very happy. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I knew he wasn't going to be streaming tonight, but depends, if he's home and done and wants to, like, drop in for 2 or 3 minutes or whatever, that would be nice. But, I'm not expecting it. Next braid is for Jeff/Legal Vices. I actually said it right this time because I keep trying to say it as Legal Vices, which just doesn't work out too well. I do have his design mostly done. I'm just got to do a little tweak, trying to get that Godzilla silhouette to look a little bit better. And I did do what I hope is a legible Korean spelling with, it's not, I don't think it's kanji in Korea, but I'm not sure the proper term for the character set. But I think I've got Godzilla, or more specifically Gojira, spelled out in Korean on there that I need to center up, and then all the rest of the designs he's been very happy with. So even if it takes a day or two to get it worked out, I probably will not be set up before then. And I'm going to send it to him before. Oops, did that? No. Going to send it to him. Let's see. Send him a screenshot of it before he does F It Friday, and hopefully he will have a chance to review it and get the final approval. All right, so I think I'm ready to show the next move. All right, so we are on 49. We just did, and we're going to 50 now, which means after this we have 40 more moves before the maker's mark, and we're going to exchange 1, 3, 9, and 13 on the right. Sheds 1 and 6 are reversed. And we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 13 on the left, and shed 6 is reversed. Ooh, we're up to 20 people. That's doing pretty good for one of my streams. Do a quick check, see if anybody is on Rumble chatting. I know I only got 2 people watching on Rumble, but nobody's saying anything, which is fine. Let's see. I just see quickly customization, see if who's available. Yeah, looks like mostly Nick, Aussie, and Jeff that I've got as available streams. But they're all going to be like Friday at the earliest, so I don't think I'll be able to forward any of those. But no worries on that. All right. And sorry, I didn't mean to get you stuck on there. Yep, definitely. There we go. Auto caret strikes again, well, or typos, whichever. All right, so 1, 3, 9, and 13 on the right. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right, and sheds 1 and 6 are reversed, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. With the running out of the thread there, where the leaders are white, some of the blue threads, when I'm looking at them, it looks like they're white and they actually aren't. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Come on, there we go. You can untwist. And yeah, this is the one on top. There we go. And on the left, it's 1, 3, and 13. So there's 1, which needs a bit of an unroll. 1, 2, and 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. After the cross finishes up, we'll have 2 snowflakes and the sword on the heart shield, and then it's the maker's mark. Okay, so 6 is reversed, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, and 6 on the top. 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And then next one is probably going to be Clarie Cassan. I'm hoping to be able to work out the design. I know several of his moderators on his Facebook group that I chat with occasionally. So I think once I've got the design, they can run it past him. I just don't know if I can actually, interact with him prior to that. Because I don't want to be that jerk that intrudes, because he's had a bunch of people that try and bug it in his life when he's trying to work and stuff like that. And I don't want to be that jerk. All right, we are ready for the next move. On 251, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 11 on the right, and sheds 1 and 6 are reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 13, and no shed reversals. All right, so 1, 3, and 11. Oops, grabbing the wrong layer. Here's 1. And 1, 2. One of the things I was thinking of is that now that I've got what I think is a good design for my warping frame, I'm thinking possibly of maybe making a couple of them to sell, have them be like, takedown type, where you can unscrew them and pack them away in a small box and screw them back together when you want to use them. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And the parts that need to be machined, I can convert the program to work on my home CNC router. So 1 and 6 on the right, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. And that one looks like it jumped a pin, and I think it's... well, I'll wait till it's done because I don't want to mess things up. And yeah, this is the top one that's coming through. There we go. And yeah, sometimes one of the threads pulls up off the top of a pin. That looks good, which is one of the reasons why the next one of these Taka-Dai braiding frames I'm going to do, I'm going to make the top gate here, the Torii gate, down a bit lower so it's not quite as an extreme angle off of the rails on the sides. And that should make it a little easier to braid. All right, so 1, 3, and 13 on the left. And so 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. I don't have to work tomorrow. I don't have any evictions. I do want to stop by the court, see if they've got any more work for me that I can pick up. No shed reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I will definitely, regardless of everything else, get to the end of the pattern. I'm not sure if I'll get the maker's mark done. Depends on how sleepy I am by the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But I expect that I'll at least get that far without too much issue. I don't have a spool handy, so I'll probably have to grab a cone and wrap around here. I've got this needles here, so but yeah, I want to do the cone because that allows me to get a little more pulling tension on it. All right, and we are ready for the next move. On to 52. On the right, we're going to do 1, 3, 13, and 15 exchange. Shed 1 is reversed. On the left, we're going to do 1, 3, and 13 exchanged, and no shed reversals. All right. Nobody chatting on Rumble, but we got 3 people watching there. Seems to be fairly decent. And let's see, I was going to check the... Okay, looks like we are still good for monetization. Sorry, it's a new experience for me, so I keep wanting to check and kind of that obsessive compulsive type behavior thing. All right, so 1, 3, 13, and 15 on the right. There it is. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, and 15. And just shed 1 is reversed, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. I don't know how many of you know it, but there's a on the bottom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There's a website out there called Social Blade that lets you kind of track how you grow as a channel and stuff like that. It does do some bits of revenue estimation, but I don't think they're all that accurate. So 1, 3, and 13 on the left. There's 1. But according to them, 1, 2, theoretically, in about 5 years from now, I should supposedly have about 100K subscriptions. Whether that's actually going to be the case or not, I have no idea. Because sometimes it's told me I was going to hit 1,000 subs earlier than I actually did, and other times it told me it was going to be much longer than it was until I did. So, all right, so yeah, I just know this is, I can tell from the color chart and the fact that I'm ending the cross pieces on the cross here, that's the only one that needs to be done there. That was 13, and no reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And thinking about the using my CNC router, I use the open build system, which means my controller is their black box controller, the original, which is, I believe, a 16-bit controller. I don't remember the exact board they use on it, but they came out with a 32-bit controller. I'm not sure what's the actual benefit of that. Might be able to process things a bit faster. I don't know if it'll like maybe make my curves a little bit smoother on stuff like that, but I want to get that moving along and maybe upgrade that a bit as things go on. All right, we are moving on to move 53. On the right, we're going to exchange 1 and 3 and 15. And as you can see, the cross piece there is done. We're finishing up here on the bottom, and we're going to reverse shed 1. On the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 3 and reverse shed 1 there too. All right.
let's see, catch up on chat real quick. Hey, Darlene, welcome back to the stream. I hope you're having a good evening. Thank you very much. A lot of it, I think, is I know at least as far as the braiding goes, I have a fair amount of talent and skill, and a lot of that's been due to really working at building it up over last couple of decades. But also a lot of it is just kind of being put out in front of enough people to where whatever percentage of them are interested in it or interested enough to follow on and see what I'm doing. Excuse me. And so I'm trying to maximize that second portion while working on my skills on the first portion, as far as being able to provide things that people enjoy. And my voice seems to be having a bit of an issue, so give me a second here. I might have to run down and grab something to drink. I didn't bring anything up with me today. Grab the Kleenex box here. Apparently the outdoor molds I'm allergic to have been really blooming as of late, so to speak. Give me a second here so I don't blow out your ears. Yeah, much better. And I'll probably run downstairs after the next move or two to grab something to drink. All right, so I read off the moves, but I haven't actually done them, so it's 1 and 3 on the right. Here's the 1 and 3 and 15, which is the only other blue one further up from here. Let these untwist real quick. There we go. And shed 1 is the only reversal, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. If the memberships grow just slightly over the next month or so, I should be able to get that to be able to support my monthly StreamYard bill, so I can keep streaming relatively easily. So I'm going to theoretically stop spending more than I'm making here within probably 6 months if all goes well. All right, so 1 and 3 on the left. Of course, I'm also preloading some of the costs of production. I've been getting 2 dozen silk cones, or as of this last order, 3 dozen. I got 35 because I already have 1 cone that I haven't used of one of the colors Jeff wants, so that I can, it'll save money over the long term and make it easier for me to make braids faster and better. All right, so shed 1 is reversed here, so 1 on the top, and on the bottom 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I also want to thank you folks for not being put off too much by my discussing kind of the back end nuts and bolts of how the financing and stuff works on here. I learned a lot of what I know about it from other streamers, so I hope it isn't too far out of social norms there. Also, sometimes talking about this stuff out loud makes it easier for me to process it in my brain and get to where I need to be for understanding on that. Whoops, I haven't taken that off. I apologize. Thank you. I hope that that's fun and enjoyable for you as well. I have seen knitting looms, but I haven't actually used them. Did have a lady that came on my 12-hour marathon stream, who I haven't seen her back on the stream, but I did contact her over Twitter, and she had a thing that apparently it was a electronic knitting loom. I think it was knit as opposed to crochet, but it's like 1980s vintage Brother CNC controlled electronic knitting machine, and I was able to get her pointed to where she could get I got her a PDF of the manual for that, so that she was able to get that in place, and hopefully she can either sell it or learn how to use it in a way that she would enjoy. But yeah. Okay, I have braided with bamboo fiber once or twice. It's not silk, but it is definitely better than cotton when dealing with it. I am so sorry to hear that somebody dropped the dog. You dumped the dog. But I am very, very happy to hear that you were able to get him and give him a bath, and hopefully he will enjoy his future with your family and always feel loved from this point forward. We picked up one of the cats, the one that winds up on stream with me sometimes when we were camping. Somebody dumped him off at the campground prior to a big event, and we were able to rescue him and take him home with us. So doesn't always like some of our other cats, but we feel a lot better for having been able to brought him home and give him some love and attention and care. Hey, James Randolph, nice to see you on here. Hey, Marmar. Okay. I'm assuming it was an automatic machine as opposed to because I know some of the knitting machines people have, they have to, it's more of a frame that they work on as opposed to something that works itself. So, okay. Yeah, that's kind of from the sound of it, that's kind of what I was thinking as well. But maybe not. I know maybe I'm thinking of crochet looms, the type where when I was in grade school, we would make knit hats with them. But that was way back in the early 80s or late 70s, actually, at that time. So I'm sure the technology has improved quite a bit. Okay, so I just finished up that move, and we are ready for the next. Let me just confirm that. Let me see. Okay, yeah, looks like I did finish this move. All right, so on to 54. On the right, no exchanges or reversals, shed one, or no exchanges, shed one is reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 3 and no shed reversals. All right, so shed 1 is reversed. Okay, yep, so I'm not making any changes. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, so 1 on the top and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And on the left, we're just exchanging 3. So 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And no reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Oh, and the replacement magnets I ordered for the warping frame should be here tomorrow. And I didn't see anybody that claimed that those ones were off on diameter, so hopefully that'll work out well. All right, we are ready for the next move. On to 55. We're going to exchange 3 on the right and no reversals. And on the left, we're going to exchange 3 and no reversals. That definitely sounds old school. Let me catch up with the chat here. Okay, those definitely sound interesting. Yep, looks like we're remembering the same things. Okay, I'm not sure I've seen that one before, but I can easily see how that would work. Okay, I will have to review the chat and see if I can check that out. All right, so I read off the moves. So 3 on the right, 1, 2, and 3. Though before I actually do this move, I'm going to do a coma slide because I am running out of pins on my coma blocks. Let's see, that one got cut between. Should pull that out. There we go. Okay, and no reversals. So before I do that, I need to do this as well. No reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And on the left, we're exchanging 3. And that's the last here, so this is going to be all white on the top for a while. Well, at least for the next 3 moves until the next snowflake starts. And no reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we are ready for the next move, which is 56. On the right, we're going to exchange 5, no reversals. On the left, no exchanges, no reversals. Hey, we're up to 24. We're doing pretty good here. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. You have a good night, Chris. Glad you were able to stop in for a little bit. I did not see that. But that's probably due to the fact that I don't actually have any moderators here, so I can post links. But or if he did as a comment, let me see if that wound up there. Let me check real quick, see what I've got for comments. I don't see a comment, but if you do a comment on this stream, I believe you can do a URL. If not, I believe you can, if you find me on Twitter, you can DM me link there and I'll take a look at it. All right, so let me go back to content and all right. Let's see. Okay, all right. Just sorry, still messing around with the new backend stuff here. Yep, that'll work great. I appreciate that. And
1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to exchange 5. There you go. And now I have to be careful because there's no identifiers for the next move if I lose my place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I can probably tell it by counting the rows on there, but I'd rather not have to rely on that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. There we go. And no exchanges or reversals on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And we are ready for the next move. We are on to 57, and no exchanges and no reversals for this move either. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And after this move, the next one will have stuff in it. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. We are ready for the next move. On to 58. No exchanges or reversals on the right. On the left, we're going to exchange 7, and sheds 1 and 2 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. For the redirects after my stream is done, I'm going to have to definitely subscribe to some more people because apparently you have to be subscribed to them to be able to redirect to them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is exchanged. So I did subscribe to Aussie Overlord tonight. So if he does have streams up when I'm when I'm ready to end, I'll hopefully be able to send to him as well. All right, so 1 and 2 are reversed. So 1 and 2 on the top, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Nope, I've lost count there. So 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. The checksum now looks right. And untwisted. There we go. And we are ready for the next move, which is 59. No exchanges or reversals on the right, and on the left, we're going to exchange 9, and sheds 2 and 4 are reversed. There we go. And let me catch up on the chat real quick here.
Understood, Lady Daconis, about having to watch the trial, and you have a good evening, and I hope you rest well. Yep. It did take me a bit, probably about 6 months or so, until I got really comfortable with this type of braiding. The program that I bring up for the instructions or for the moves that I'm going to do made it a lot easier for me. So that definitely helps. Hey, Kathleen, nice to see you on. Welcome to the stream. And I am going to, new comment here. You have a good night too, Kumihimo, Steve. I'm going to take a quick run to grab something to drink. So I am going to put on some hold music so it's not quite so boring. And I shall be back in about a minute or two. All right, let's try night driving again. That's not too bad. Okay, I am back up. I have something to drink. So I'll hopefully be able to keep my voice going for the rest of the stream. Let's see. Get the earpiece back on. All right, looks like we lost a couple of people, but I know some people said they were leaving, so that's probably what's going on there. All right. And back to here. Spinning silk as well as bamboo. Okay. All right, that's good to know. But yeah, like I said, I did braid with bamboo threads once, and it was definitely a nice experience. If I remember right, it was a Mardai thing. Okay, it started to sound like it had something still going on, but apparently not on the earpiece. And I did read off the move, so I'm ready to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Probably should move that soda before it falls off. Can't actually see it on the camera though, so no worries there. All right, so going to exchange 9 on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
And sheds 2 and 4 reverse, so 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Cutsom is good. And trying to knock my mouse off. And 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Cutsom looks good. And we are ready for move 60, which means we have 30 left to go. No exchanges or reversals on the right. On the left, we're going to exchange 3, 5, and 9, and shed 4 is reversed. But yeah, I'm really impressed. The silk that I ordered from Japan is going to be here less than a week after I ordered it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Cutsom is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Cutsom is good. Yeah, once I get started on Jeff's braid, I will probably ask if I can maybe be a guest on the Epic Friday stream, but I'll understand if he says no. All right, so 3, 5, and 9. So 1, 2, and 3. Three, 4. I also figure if I start going on other streams, I'm going to build up my conversational skills a little bit better, as well as 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully build up the skill of being able to braid while having an active conversation, as opposed to this slightly more passive one, where it's mostly me talking, and while I read, I don't have to listen. Not that I wouldn't enjoy listening to you folks, it just kind of engages a slightly different portion of my brain, part of it that is used to control braiding. Okay, so shed 4 is reversed, so 1, and 2, and 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Cutsom is good. But when I started out, while I could listen to people, I wasn't able to actually talk while I was braiding, and I've definitely gotten much better at that. So 1, 2, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. There we go. And we are now ready for the next move. We're making some good headway into the snowflake. 61. No exchanges or reversals on the right, and on the left we're going to exchange 3, 7, and 11, and sheds 2, 3, and 4 are reversed. Catch up on the chat real quick here. Hey, Roberta K, nice to see you on. Welcome to your first live stream with me. If you have any questions or anything you want to know, or just generally chat, please feel free to ask. We're all about answering questions here. Yep, it's definitely improving. They are when I first started seriously ordering silk from them after I think I did my first order in like 2019, and then didn't order anymore till like 2021 or something like that. From that 2021 order, it's definitely speeded up by quite a bit.
And all right, so nothing on the right other than base move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And on my left, it's 3, 7, and 11. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And sheds 2, 3, and 4 reverse, so 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Whoops. Okay, that looks right. Let's go ahead and roll that a little bit more. So this one comes on through here. And 1 on the top, and 2, 3, and 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I definitely have to be more careful where the leader knots that are up high. That makes it confusing to tell whether it's blue or white. I have to pay attention to that. All right. And move is done. We are ready to go on to the next one, which is 62. No exchanges or reversals on the right. On the left, we're going to exchange 5, 7, and 9, and sheds 1, 3, and 6 are reversed. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And while I am going to have to take a little bit of time to draw the maker's mark in my design software, that one's, yeah, this is how much we've done since the start of the stream. 5, 7, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I lost what I was going to say there. 5, 6. 7, 8, and 9. Looks like I might have one that jumped. That's just. Yeah, it looks like that one jumped over. Okay. All right, so let me double check this. So 1, 2, 3 are white, 4 is blue, 5, and 6. Okay, it looks like I missed this one. So
For 7, it's supposed to be blue on the bottom. All right, so and let's see. All right, so this white is the one that's supposed to be on top. Let's visit that one or the next one over. Yep, it's that one. All right, so so let's try this counting again. So 1, 2, 3 is white, 4 is blue, 5, and 6 is white. Okay, 7 is blue on top. So, no, 7 is white on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, yeah, this one's supposed to be white on top, but it looks like it should be this way. And blue there. Okay, so that's 7. And then 8 is blue on top. All right, so that blue should be up here. And the white down here is good. All right, so 1 blue. And then the next one, I'm bringing blue up. All right, so the next blue in the line should be, right, so that one should be there. And let's see which one. Okay. So that's a blue one. And the next one should be blue as well. I hate it when I get messed up like this. All right. So let's do it again. Just make sure I'm pulling the right one. So white on top is 1. White on top is 2. White on top is 3. Blue on top is 4. White on top is 5. White on top is 6. White on top is 7. And then 8 and 9 are blue on top. So 8 and 9. And then the rest is white on top, blue on bottom. So this one needs to come up here. All right, so now everything's been evened up. Even up again, right order. All right, so sheds 1, 3, and 6 are reversed. So 1 on the top and 2 on the bottom, and one on the top, 2 on the bottom, 3. 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, 4, 5, 6, and oops, 5 on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the top. Okay, looks right. And 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Hopefully we'll be back on track pretty soon. And okay, so 1, 3, and 6. So 1 on the bottom, and 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4 on the top, 5 on the top, and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Oh, that's wrong. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have the order here wrong? Nope, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Okay, checksum is good. There we go. All right. Fingers crossed that I didn't screw anything up on that. All right, so we are ready for the next move. Lost several people on that. Sorry if it was too boring. On to 63. No exchanges or reversals on the right. On the left, we're going to exchange 9 and 11, and sheds 2, 3, 5, and 6 are reversed. All right. Not so much save it, but if I have like a drawing of it that I save when I do the design work, I can just add it on the end in the design stage, and then set the reset to the beginning to where it stops just short of that. And then when I'm ready to finish it, I just move the reset point to where it's past the maker's mark, and that'll make it a lot easier. So I don't have to do it live on stream. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not showing you what I'm doing. I apologize for that. There we go. All right, let's see if we can't make this a little easier. All right, so that one needs to go under there. All right. Okay. There we go. That should make this a little easier. There we go. And yep, that's under that one. And on the left, 9 and 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9 and 11. Nine, 10, and 11. I can see the start of the next snowflake on the right going along here. All right, and sheds 2, 3, 5, and 6. So 1 on the bottom, and 2 and 3 on the top, and 4 on the bottom, and 5 and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Much better this time around. Hey, Sherry Glick, nice to see you on. Welcome to the stream. And and one on the top, and 2 and 3 on the bottom, 2, 3, 4 on the top, and 5 and 6 on the bottom, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. It's definitely getting harder to go by color here as the leader knots are coming up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. All right, we are ready for a coma slide. Looks like one of them's unrolling a bit, so I'll have to fix that real quick. Okay, so this is the one. All right, I don't even have to take off its pin. I can just undo the lark's head knot and don't tie it into an actual knot. Go, pass that through. All right, that's actually making it worse. All right, so goes the other way. Nope, I keep doing it the wrong way. So there, and there, and one more. It should be undone. Yep, there we go. Let's just re-roll this one. Make sure it's not too long or too short. And lark's head's a little difficult this angle, but not too bad. And there we go. Now it's not going to hit the ground. All right, so just finished the move, but I haven't shown you the next one. And we are on to 64. And no exchanges or reversals on the right. On the left, we're going to exchange 7 and 11, and sheds 2, 5, and 7 are reversed. There we go. Let me quickly check, see if anybody's chatting over on Rumble. Got about 2 people there, which is about normal. And all right, looks like we're still good on monetization. And nothing but base moves on the right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Cutsom is good. And on the, yeah, that's a bit too far. I need to unroll just a little bit. There we go. That should be better. And I'm still throwing the mouse around. I got to come up with a better stand for that. The computer stand is just a little bit too far. All right, there we go. And grab a swig real quick. No worries, Marmart. Though apparently several people have been having issues with their channels where they get tagged for invalid traffic or something like that. Which apparently is a YouTube problem where they're assigning or saying they're selling or displaying ads for people who want it on YouTube, but they display them on other Google devices and whatnot. And the advertisers find out and are unhappy with it and they want a refund. So when they refund it, all of the ad stuff, when they've shown it on YouTube channels, they get dinged because the ad revenue gets reversed for that. And all right, so just finished that move. Let's see, I do the 2, 5, and 7. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I haven't done
the moves yet here. So,
okay, so one. Okay, yep, I've done the right side, but I haven't done the left side yet. Okay. So I'm not doing the next move. I just got to finish this one. So it's 7-11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Gets exchanged. Oops. Did I knock that one over? Or, yeah, that one got bumped over there. Okay. And, yep, that looks like that's in the right spot. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Don't know if I'm getting tired or if it's into the braid-itis, but it's getting a little more difficult on this one. All right, so 2, 5, and 7. So 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and 3 and 4 on the bottom, and 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7 on top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and 3 on the top, and 4 on the top, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good. Pass this one on through here. There we go. And do we have 2 of those together, or is that just kind of spread out? Okay, yep. And we are ready for the next move. On to 65. Let's even that up just a little bit more so I can see everything. Okay, so nothing on the right other than base moves. On the left, I'm going to exchange 7 and 9, and sheds 4, 5, and 6 are reversed. We're getting real close to the end of that snowflake. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Oops. Tried to throw that one there. And 7 and 9 on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7, 8, and 9. And sheds 4, 5, and 6 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, and 4, 5, and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3 on the top, and 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And we are ready for the next move. Excuse me. On to 66. And we're going to do nothing with the base moves on the right.
Though the next move, we're finally going to get into the last snowflake. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 9, 11, and 13, and this starts the start of the sword, which is the last element before the maker's mark. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And on the left, we're exchanging 1, 9, 11, 13. So there's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9, 10, and 11. $11, $12, and $13. And my shortest thread is, let's see, right here. Doesn't really show very well. So yeah, I'm getting pretty close now. All right, so I did the exchanges. So reversals are 4. So 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, and 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3 on the top. 1, 2, 3 on the top. 4 on the bottom. And 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And we are ready for the next move. On to 67. We're going to exchange 9, 11, and 13. No shed reversals. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 7, 11, and 15. And sheds 4 and 6 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9, 10. Oops. $11, $12, and $13. And no reversals on this move. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 7, 11, and 15. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And
sheds 4 and 6 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, 5 on the bottom, and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And 4 and 6, so 1, 2, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, let me try this again. 1, 2, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, and 6 on the bottom, and 7. Sorry. Okay, so 1 on the top, 2 on the top, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, and okay, let's just try this one again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 on the top, and 4 on the bottom, and 5 on the top, and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. I hate it when I can't count easily. It's annoying, but better safe than sorry, so apologize for the delay. All right, we are ready for the next move. And hello again, Rachel. All right, so on to 68. Going to exchange 13 on the right, shed 5 is reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 9, 13, and 15, and shed 6 and 7 are reversed. And that'll be at the end of that snowflake. All right, so 13 on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Sorry for the yawn. And shed 5 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And on the left, 1, 3, 9, 13, and 15. One, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Or 9 gets exchanged, sorry. 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 and 15. So it looks like the way I'm currently taking it, my Pro Vigil wears off about 9:30 to 10 o'clock. All right, 6 and 7 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 6 and 7 on the top, 6, 7, 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the top. 6 and 7 on the bottom. And 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And we are ready for 69. 21 more moves, and we are done with the pattern. All right, we're going to exchange 11 on the right and shed 6s reverse. Going to exchange 1, 3, and 9 on the left. No shed reversals. All right, so just 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And shed 6s reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom. And
Dear.
Good night, dear. Love you. You have a good night at work.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. And the lovely Mrs. Torrin is just heading out for work. Okay, so 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And there we go. Did I miss that one? Double check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I'm going to double check that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Just going to confirm this is a good move. Yes, it is. All right. And actually, I'm going to double confirm it. So this one will go up here, and I'll just do back the other one as well. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. And yep, I did mess up on the earlier one. That's why it was looking weird. All right, so let's just. All right, so. And okay. All right. That one's there. And we'll redo the top one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good. Pass this on through to here. And there we go. Now I don't have like a double hangover on that one. So that's good there. That's a 1, 3, and 9 on the left. There's 1. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And no shed reversal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And next move is 70. We officially have 20 moves left in the main pattern. Going to exchange 9 and 15 on the right. Sheds 5, 6, and 7 are reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 11, and no shed reversals. I will tell her you said goodbye when she comes back tomorrow morning. Sherry, my experience is if I take 200 milligrams when I wake up at about 4 a.m. in the morning, it tends to wear off at about 2 p.m., like between 1 and 3. It's kind of variable. So what I've been doing is I take 200 milligrams at 4 in the morning, and then at about 11:30 to 12 when I take my lunch at work, I'll take another 100 milligrams. And that seems to last me till about between like 7 and 9, maybe as late as 10. But I also have had, like yesterday, I had my allergy shots, and at about 5:30 or so, 5:30 to 6 o'clock, I could have laid down and napped for a couple hours. So I don't know if it's just because I'm so heavy set that I have enough mass that I'm metabolizing it faster than I should. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. But yeah, I do know with like weight that can have an impact on it. So I'm like about 230 pounds right now. I'm trying to shoot down to about 180 or less in the next year. So, all right. So I just did the count of what I'm going to do, but I haven't actually done it yet. Okay. Yep, that looks right. So 9 and 15 on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Come on, here we go. And it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Color chart looks pretty good. And 5, 6, and 7 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, 5, 6, and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, and 5, 6, and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And on the left, it's 1, 3, and 11. So there's 1, 1, 2, And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Looks like I had another knot fall off. All right, let's see if I can't tie this one up again. I don't know if it's the same one that keeps falling off or what's going on here, but it's getting to be annoying. But I'm almost done, so I can deal. All right. And just retie this one off. It looks like it's doing pretty good, nice and even. And 1 knot. And 2 knot. 1 more, and I'll keep going. And come on, there we go. Why is that? Almost there. And there we go. 3rd knot. Let's go ahead and roll the back up here. And there we go. And looks like that one jumped over pin. All right, so just did that. So no reversal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And we are ready for the next move. And we're back up to 20 people again. All right, on to 71. We're going to exchange 15 on the right. Sheds 6, 7, and 8 are reversed. And on the left, we're just exchanging 1 and 3. And no reversals again. All right. Okay. So not too horribly different than what I'm taking, except for the fact that mine seems to wear off a little bit faster, so I get sleepy a little bit earlier than you do. All right, so the interesting thing is if I take 100 milligram by itself, it doesn't wake me up at all. All right, so 15 on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. No worries, Sherry Auto Carrot strikes again. The ducking annoyance of it all. Okay, we're after 2 hours. I can get spicy if I want. All right, so 6, 7, and 8 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 6, 7, and 8 on the top, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Almost done with the snowflakes for good on this particular braid. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top. Just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, and 6, 7, and 8 on the bottom, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1 and 3 on the left. go. And no reversal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. No worries, I can get spicy if I want to, but I've been trying to be polite on the streams just because I think that the audience that I'm attracting isn't really into a bunch of spicy chats or spicy commentary as far as the swearing and whatnot. But I mean, I could also talk on subjects that I'm interested in that aren't necessarily related to the channel, because I mean, I am kind of LawTube adjacent, and also kind of like not necessarily Comicsgate per se, but I guess you'd say I was an original sad puppy, and I got to see like the difference between the back end of that and how the media story went on that. So anyway, no worries on that. All right, so we are ready for 72. And 1 and 13 on the right, and shed 7 is reversed. And we're going to exchange 1 and 3 on the left, and shed 1 is reversed. And there we go. Alrighty, so 1 and 13. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Also, if you save the spicy language for when you really mean it, it's a lot more impactful than if you say it all the time. And shed 7 is reversed, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top, and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And left side, just 1 and 3. And shed 1 is excuse me. Shed 1 is reversed, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And we are ready for the next move. On to 73. Going to exchange 1, 3, 13, and 19 on the right. Shed 8 is reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 3, and sheds 1 and 2 are reversed. But before that, I am going to do a coma slide. And so far, I am still waiting until March until I can do my attention deficit testing. And that piece of blue tape that I put at the beginning, it's all the way up there.
And all right, so I did read off the moves, so it's 1, 3, 13, and 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And just shed 8 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the bottom, 8 on the top, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on top, 8 on the bottom, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And left is 1 and 3, and sheds 1 and 2 are reversed. There's 1 and 3. And 1 and 2 are reversed, so 1 and 2 on the top, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Yeah, I'm getting tired enough. I might possibly end at the end of the pattern and do the maker's mark and wrap off on the next one. All right, so 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And we are ready for the next move. Oops, I should change it already on top. On to 74. We're going to exchange 1, 3, 5, and 7 on the right, and 17. No reversals. On the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 3, and sheds 1, 3, and 4 are reversed. Yep, definitely making some decent progress. And I've only been doing this braid about a month, which is really kind of impressive. All right, so 1, 3, 5, 7, and 17. So there's 1, 1, 2, and oops. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Oh, while I was watching last night's recap on the Maya trial, I was really kind of terrified that the hospital guy, administrator, was saying that, as far as they could do stuff with no consent as part of their plan of treatment because the parents consented to treatment early on. And apparently their view is that once consent has been given, it cannot be revoked. All right, no reversals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
which is really kind of scary to me that there are doctors that view that. Considering you're supposed to be able to have the right to decide your own medical care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And on the left, it's just 1 and 3. One, 2, and 3. And sheds 1, 3, and 4 are reversed. So 1 on the top and 2 on the bottom, and 3 and 4 on the top. And 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, and 2 on the top, and 3 and 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Okay. On to the next move. On to 75. Going to exchange 1, 3, and 5 on the right, and 15. And shed 4 is reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 9. And shed 1 is reversed. And yep, definitely agree with that. Yeah, it's definitely emotional roller coaster of what happened. The thing is that when the administrator was talking in his deposition, they didn't even qualify it in that it's basically it seemed to be an open thing that once they've consented to treatment, they can do what they want, regardless of any type of revocation of consent from either the patient, the parents, or no order from the Child Protective Services to actually do something. So I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely not right, but it sounds like it's part of the what you might call like a hospital administration God complex type thing. But if you go through the Taking Care of Maya recap that on Law and Lumber stream last night, I think it's like about a half hour into it where they're deposing the hospital, not really president, but he was like a higher level administrator who was in charge of the risk management committee or whatever. When he's going through his deposition, he doesn't explicitly say that they can't revoke consent, but the way he answers the question, it's pretty clear that that hospital administration at the time, it's once you've consented to treatment, they can do whatever they want and you can't object. So, okay, I haven't caught today's recap. I was going to catch it when Rob covered it tomorrow. Let me catch up else on the chat here. I don't think there's a reason. I think that's just their view, which I believe is entirely wrong. Yep, definitely the case there.
Yep. Marmar's covering that. I would definitely say catching Rob's stream. I may be taking the connotation incorrectly, but it seems like most everybody else who heard that in the stream and that we're discussing it were of the opinion that the administrator was, consent was given, we can do what we want, and you can't say anything else otherwise. Yep. I definitely agree he was doing that. I was also kind of like getting very sleepy last night, so. Okay, so I think let me see. So one, okay, so blue, white. Okay, so I'm ready to do this move. I haven't done it yet, so 1, 3, and 5. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 are exchange. Shed 4 is reversed. So 1, 2, and 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And on the left, we are exchanging 1, 3, and 9. There's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And just shed 1 is reversed, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And I knocked it off at the top again. Let's see, did I screw anything up? Okay, I haven't kicked anything off. Wouldn't surprise me. Yep, that would definitely be an interesting fallout from this. If that's the case and other people come forward, then hopefully they can start correcting things that have been going wrong there. All right, so let's do the bottom here, and now on the top. Yep, okay, so 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Here we go. Nope, I've done something wrong here. This does not look good. All right, so let's reverse what I just did. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, that definitely looks off. All right, so it's right on the top here. Okay, so 1, 3, and 9. So 1, 2, and that's interesting. 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it was blue. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. All right, so that's still looking wrong there. And all right, so just 4 is reversed on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. Bottom one up through here. Okay. So that was 75. I'm going to reverse it back to 74. All right. So before, let me move it back to 75. I got to reverse the colors. So 1, 3, and 5. So, right. So there's 1, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so that color's been reset. The exchanges are reversed as opposed to the sheds being reversed. All right, so back to 74, and 1, 3, and 4 are reversed on the left. So 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and 3 and 4 on the bottom. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, so yeah, something's definitely wrong here. All right. Looks like I changed upper and lower in the middle of the move. All right, so let's see. What's the best way to get this one back out? All right, so under here. Oops. Need to be careful, only get one of these. All right, so. And. Yep, looks like I'm reversed as to what I should be. So that must have, when I hit the switch over point at 4, instead of going back to the, if I was doing on the top and then I should have gone back to the bottom, I stayed on the top. All right, so at least that's a fairly obvious, I know what I did type mistake. And it's just because I'm getting sleepy. But I'm a little more awake now because, hey, I screwed things up. So a little bit of the adrenaline keeping you going. All right, so and almost there. Okay. And this goes back on the top. Hopefully I didn't knock anything off of its pins. All right. I think that's the only mistake I made, so I'm just going to go forward from here. I'm getting close to the end. Don't want to have to spend too much time back braiding. Okay, that looks good. That looks like it's supposed to now. All right, so we are ready to go back to 75. I'm just going to go back there. Let me catch up on the chat real quick here. All right. Did those in reverse order. I'm not keeping up well enough on that to comment on it because I haven't caught all of the trial streams. Okay, so 1, 3, 5, and 15 on the right. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Which is incidentally the number of moves I have for the rest of this pattern. Okay, so shed 4 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And on the left, 1, 3, and 9. There's 1 and 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, so just shed 1 is reversed, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And the braid weave looks good on the edge there, so I think I fixed the mistake. Yep. All right, now we're ready for move 76. All right, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 15, 17, and 19 on the right. Sheds 4 and 5 are reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 9, and 11. Sheds 1, 4, and 5 are reversed. All right, catch up on the chat real quick here. Just one new move or one new chat. Okay, so 1, 3. Right, so 1 and 3. All right, that one came undone. This is really getting annoying. Not sure why these knots aren't holding. But it's getting really annoying. All right, so undo that Lark's head so it's easier to do this and then re-roll. And re-roll is different than B-roll. There's I think it was a SNL skit where there's a salesman who's talking about all of the B-roll footage his business has. And he's talking about, yeah, have this type scene. Yeah, we got it on B-roll. This type scene, we got it on B-roll. And then he gets into like a really, really specific and kind of bizarre scene description. He says, no, we don't have that. That's not B-roll. That's too specific. We got B-roll. B-roll being the kind of background and or generic scenes that you want to add in a commercial. Okay. At least it's not taking me too long to put these back on. That's a plus. Okay, and this is on the top, and that's where that goes. All right. So I did the 1 and 3, and then the rest is just reverting this back to the base. And okay, sheds 4 and 5 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4 and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3 on the top, and 4 and 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and nope, something's wrong there. All right, so 1, 2, 3 on the top, and 4 and 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Yep. Okay, on the left, 1, 3, 9, and 11. So there's 1, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 and 11. Nine, 10, and 11. And sheds 1, 4, and 5 are reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2 and 3 on the bottom, and 4 and 5 on the top, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Let's let you untwist. Now there's 3 on there. That's been getting more difficult as of late. All right, so let's see. There we go. Give it a second like this, and it'll be down to just the 2. Just going to let them untwist on their own. You can do it. And there we go. Now that one can come out. And there we go on the bottom there. And all right, so 1, 4, and 5. So 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3 on the top, 4 and 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. All right, on to the next move. On to 77. Can exchange 1, 3, and 11 on the right. It sheds 5 and 6 are reversed, and 1, 3, and 13 on the left. Sheds 1 and 6 are reversed. Well, I've got like 13 moves left to go. Maybe. It's been about 3 hours. It's a decent amount of time for the live stream. All right, so I'll go up to 79. So we start on 80, and I will do the drawing for the maker's mark off stream. So the next stream, we should just be able to run through nice and quick. Also give me a chance to set up the a spool with thread on it to be able to wrap around and do a nice wrap on the braid. So, all right, I am amenable to that suggestion. I just want to get to a natural stopping spot. Okay, so 1, 3, and 11. There's 1. 1, 2, and 3. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And 5 and 6 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the bottom, and 5 and 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the top, and 5 and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 are on top. Oh, and Gwen, just so you're aware that I'm actually capable of doing it. I think I've mentioned the previous employer I had. There was they brought in a guy, hired him as a consultant, and then told me like 6 months after the fact that he was actually my boss and CIO. And I just have to say that that guy was a real fucking asshole. Right, 1 and 3. 1, 2. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And he's enough of one that my Wi-Fi password when I share my hotspot is fuck you, this guy's name. All right, so 1 and 6 are reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. Though the one that has the really high up leader kind of gave me a little freak out because it looked like it was white, and did I screw something up? And then I remembered, nope, the knot's just tied on that one. All right, and 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Just double check that I didn't screw anything up on this one, so it looks right. Yep, that looks like it's blended in right. And we are on to 78. All right, so we're going to exchange 1, 3, 9, 11, and 13. Shed 6 is reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 11. And sheds 1 and 7 are reversed. All right, and catch up real quick here. Hey, Jen Edwards, nice to see you on. We're just about ready to end the stream here. Hope the MRI went well and that the dinner is good. And yep, definitely a micromanaging guy who really oversold his skill set, and it just was not worth the stress for me. All right, so 1, 3, 9, 11, and 13 on the right. There's 1. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and did I forget to no? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, okay. Just must have done the misread that or something like that. Okay, so there we go. And 9. Okay, that's correct. 9, 10, and 11, 12, and 13. This does match what it's supposed to on the color chart, so I do have the right moves. And I've got like a move and a half after this to be done for the night. All right, so shed 6 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And on the left, 1, 3, and 11. There's 1. That needs a bit of an unroll. And 1, 2, 3. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And sheds 1 and 7 are reversed. All right, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the bottom, and 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Nope, I messed this one up. All right, so 1 and 7 are reversed, so 1 on the 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And the shortest one moves over to the right again. Let's see how much distance we have left. All right. And that looks like that's plenty to finish this off. Probably go up to about here till the end of the pattern. Maker's mark here. Should be just enough here to have a fringe, so definitely going to be good. All right. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And we are ready for the next move, which will be our last move for the night, which is 79. On the right, we're going to exchange 1 and 3 and shed 6 and 7 reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 3 and sheds 1 and 7 are reversed. Thank you very much, Lori Lini. Nice to have you on for the short little time. And hope you have a good evening. And I appreciate the like and subscribe. All right. Oh, yeah. I can definitely see the frustration on that. Considering you're, what, about 10 months out? Ooh, that's definitely frustrating. All right, and 1 and 3 on the right. I think I mentioned it on the stream before, but we were also kind of frustrated where we got a mobility scooter for our roommate, and it was completely inadequate for the use case we got it for, even though it theoretically should have fit perfectly. So we were trying to see if we could return it on Amazon, and the cost to ship it to Amazon was about 80% of the refund cost, and it was just like, we might as well keep it, see if we can either sell it, give it away, or donate it the next event the following year and get her a better one at that time. All right, so 6 and 7. Oh, she had 6 and 7 in reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, and 6 and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, 6 and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And just 1 and 3 on the left, and sheds 1 and 7 reversed. One, 2, and 3. And 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. All right, and 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And looks good here. And have a good evening, James. All right. So we are going to list the next move here onto 80. We're going to exchange 1, 3, 13, and 15 on the right. Shed 7 is reversed. And 1 and 3 on the left. And sheds 1 and 7 reversed. As you can see, we're almost done with the heart shield. There'll be 10 moves left to go for this, and about another 15 to 20 for the maker's mark. And then we will be done with this braid, and it'll be ready to head off to Dani. I'll have to make sure I've got a good mailing address for her. Alrighty. I think that's everything. I don't see any additional chats. Let me check.
Looks like we got one person watching over on Rumble. Just bump it to live there. No Rumble chats at all that I can see. And let me... Okay, it looks like our monetization is still good. Going to customization and redirects. Let's see. Anybody still active or actively going here? All right, so it doesn't look like any of them are active. Let's see, tomorrow morning we got Legal Vices. I think that's the earliest one. The rest of them are like Friday evening or Saturday. So I'm definitely going to have to subscribe to a few more people. Let me... It's late enough for Kata should be on. Let me see if... let's see. Let me bring this over here real quick and... That's weird. It's not letting me do that. Let me see if... check my notifications. All right, so... All right. Let me do it in this window here. Let's see. Nope, he hasn't posted his stream, so I don't really have anybody to redirect to. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I'm sorry. We'll just have to do with what we got here. All right, so I think everybody said good night the way they need to. Thank you, everybody who have came on the stream to keep me company. I was hoping to get a little more done, but it doesn't look like we made any major mistakes. The mistakes I did make were solvable in just a couple of minutes. So I'd call this a good stream here. And the proper magnets will arrive before the next stream. So after I get the braid finished, I can show you the new changes to the braiding stand. Not the braiding stand, the warping stand. Okay. You are most welcome. And, whoops, and you too, Roberta. Nice to have you on here. And as always, you have a good night, Kathleen. And, all right, I think that's everything. So, as always, stay safe and happy braiding.